Okay, I promised I'd be back, and I'm back. Now on to day 2 of the Florida Trail. This is called the Santa Rosa Dunes Trail, and it's about just over 3 miles long. It's not the easiest hiking in sand, that's for sure. Man, these mushrooms are in the sand. I wish I had my mushroom book. Seems like it's always windy by the ocean. They say that this dune area is nesting habitat for rare birds. That would be amazing to see some. They say be careful where you step. It's well marked with all these poles and blazes. There's a little egg, and there's a hole. I found something. Continuing on with the hike through the Bible. Noah lived 350 years after the flood, so he lived a total of 950 years. And then man's lifespan began to decrease. Sadly, as we all know, the world did not stay pristine and godly after the flood. What a tragedy. It's interesting that God told Noah and his sons to be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth. And just a few chapters later, we read that they wanted to build a city and a tower that reaches to heaven. Total opposite of what God asked them to do. It's just another example of how people don't trust God and they want to take things into their own hands. And it's another example of how cities are not good. They wanted to make a name for themselves. While building this city and tower, the whole earth had one language. Language is an important unifier of people. But the Lord came down to see what the people were doing. The coming down of God is always connected with significant events. Then God had a conversation with himself. He said, "Come, let us go down there and confuse their language that they may not understand one another's speech." God noticed that the people were one and that nothing they proposed to do would be withheld from them. The Hebrew word for confuse is Babel, and the word Babelai means gate of the gods. The significance of this wordplay needs to be understood for the term later on in the Bible of Babylon. Because God confused their language, the people scattered throughout all the earth, just like they were supposed to do in the first place. Except now there is dissension between the people groups. Ooh, swampy. Oh, that we would learn to listen to God so that there would be peace and harmony in this world. If you are interested in archaeology like I am, archaeological discoveries point to the Mesopotamian Valley as the first locality to develop a distinct civilization. Similar civilizations soon sprang up in Egypt, Palestine, Syria, Anatolia, India, China, and elsewhere. And there are evidences that the passion of the Mesopotamian peoples in building lofty towers did not cease after their first unsuccessful attempt in trying to reach heaven. Throughout antiquity, they continued building temple towers or ziggurats, and some of their ruins are still standing today. People just don't get it. Leave a comment as to what you think the moral of this story is. Now you cross over the road before the cars come. And you're walking on the ocean side now. Walking in this sand is great exfoliation, but 6 miles of it and I'm pretty tuckered out, so I'm going to call it a day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.